Hey everybody, what is going on in the garage, or whatever you want to call it, at the cabin? You can hear the rain hitting the roof. I have a pile of barn board here. I have a planer. I have a table saw. I have a miter saw. And I ain't afraid to use them. I'm not a carpenter, but I play one on YouTube, so, you know, I've got to build some cabinets today. Cabinet doors. It's time. I've already done the upper ones, the 4 upper cabinets. The doors are already done, and I'll show you guys as we go in here in a while. But I'm out here right now to build the 4 lower doors, which are all going to match. They're all the same size, right? All the lowers. So, but I've got my pile of board here. The first thing I have to do is cut them all to lengths. That's what I'm doing first. And then I'm going to run them all through the planer over there, because when I'm done, it cleans up the inside so nice. The inside panel of it looks pretty well brand new after you run it through the planer. So I got a piece here that I did. Yeah, you can see that, how nice that is. That's been actually planed. This barnwood is gray as it gets. Okay? You can see where I cut it with a table saw. I put stain on that and you can't tell. But look how nice the back looks on this. And that's the way the cabinet doors are going to be in the inside. So it's a little cleaner look, I find, than having, you know, dirty old barnwood on the inside against your dishes. So anyways, I'm not going to show you guys the whole process because I know you're going to be bored. So I will touch in here and there as I'm doing some work here. Oh, raining away outside. Sounds kind of therapeutic in here. But anyway, there's all my boards cut to length. They are 26 and something, I forget, 26 and a half, I think, long. Yeah, the 26 and a half long, and these doors are going to be 14 and a quarter wide. So what I got to do, the boards are only 5 and a half, so I'm going to rip the boards down that they have a 5-inch with the raw edge on them, and then I'm going to cut a 4.5-inch piece, put all 3 together, and that'll give me my width of my door. So 2 5s and a 4.5 gives me 14 and a half. Ooh, I'm good at math. So now I got to run stuff through the table saw here, and then once I'm done, it's all going through the planer because I'm cleaning it all up again on the back side. You know, this isn't terrible on the back side, but it'll look so much better once it takes one pass through the planer just to clean it. New favorite tool, guys, new favorite tool. That is a beast. That ever worked good. My little cheap Canadian Tire Mastercraft planer. All the boards are done down now. This is going to be the inside. Again, you can see how nice and clean the inside of the door is going to be. These are the strips because they're going to have a Z on them. So now I got to start laying some of these out and putting them together here. Well, I already got 2 doors assembled over here. How nice are they, eh? Isn't that crazy? Well, what I'm going to do is show you guys me putting one of these things together. Any of you cabinet makers out there, you're just sitting there giggling. I know you are, watching this. But here's the key word to this. One word describes this whole kitchen build: rustic. So, go easy on me, guys. And I'm going to show you down here what I'm going to do to put a door together. If you can see it. How's that? I'm going to show you what I'm going to do to put a door together here. I wish I had a joiner. I don't. So I only have the luxury of an old table saw. So what I've done, I've made sure everything is cut on the table saw. So it's got a decent edge on it, right? A little bit of glue, and I'm learning each one. Less and less is more with the glue. This, whoops, all over the place. Typical, messy Dave. Lay these guys down in place. This is what I've been doing, because they do have a pretty good edge on them, right? They do have a pretty straight edge, right? Cut them in the table saw. So put them like that. They all line up. And what I'm doing is putting a sliding bar clamp just to hold them for a couple minutes. A little pressure on them. Just to hold everything. There we go. A little bit of pressure, not a lot though. Because I want these all to sit flat, right? And if I put too much, it's going to buckle and they're going to try to lift. So then all I'm doing is I'm putting a piece on the end. Cross here, piece across there. The zig and the zag. So you can see I got a bit of glue in this. Cindy just laughed at me. I get glue everywhere. Got some on this piece too. This stuff dries yellow, so I don't really want to get it all over everything. The piece where you got the raw edge, a bit of gray stain on it. You can't even tell. This is the way I'm doing these. Again, she's primitive with a capital P. There you go. Put this on here. Let me get my nailer, my brad nailer. Kasunk, kasunk. That should hold that pretty well. And the other end here, same thing. These edges I'll stain after the fact. These edges I have to stain because that would look terrible if I put it on like that, right? So that's some of the little tricks I find in the detail. Attention to detail. Look how easy that is. Boom, now you got a gray piece. Once it dries, you can hardly tell the difference. Glue it, flip it, now we're going to staple it. Whoops. There, guys. That, then I release this off, take some of the tension off it, and I know that I should probably let that sit a couple hours, but this is holding everything together now, and now I need my zigzag piece, my zig and my zag. So I've already got the angle still in the miter saw over here. Gonna make a cut, should be the right angle. Right on the money. Look at that. Come on down in, check it out closer. See what I'm doing here? You guys can see I'm putting the zigzag on now. So all I gotta do is cut this. And this will be door number 3 already assembled. Look at that. Just nice. That just needs to be, just kiss that. Literally, just takes so little saw cut. Again, guys, working with a raw edge here. Gonna use the stain. Watch this. Raw edge, no longer. Well, and again, it's close enough that when you look at it, you don't see it, right? Isn't that nice? So this guy needs some glue. This is door number 3. Whoops. Put them here. We'll glue in the door. And the mess I make, eh? Messy Dave. Here we go, guys. Last piece. Isn't they beautiful door? Isn't that nice? Done. Door number 3. And they're even fairly flat. This is the best part. I'm not going to get through the whole process, obviously, of building 4, but I've already got 3 of them done, and I got to do 1 more. So I'm going to do it, and then we're going to take you inside the cabin, and I'm going to show you what they actually look like in place. Isn't that beautiful? I've already got the upper ones all mounted. And here's the inside. How nice and clean does that look, eh? I could take a sander if I want and just skiff it a little bit with a sander. But what I like the most is it's clean inside, even though it's old dirty barnwood, right? But it's not dirty barnwood, so. Door number 3. Got to build one more. Well, I'm going to tell you guys. I mean, she'll tell you. How do you like these? How's that for kitchen cabinets? Beautiful. Isn't that nice for doors? Didn't that come out nice? Look at this. All planed on the inside, so it's nice and clean. Nice clean lumber. Well, how good did they come out, eh? For something rustic, there's even holes you can see right out through them. That's the whole idea. Here's the lowers. Just sitting in place where they're going to go. I'm not going to mount them this week because the stain is still wet and the glue's wet. Obviously, you just put these things together. So, but how's that? She's starting to look like a freaking kitchen. One last thing to show you guys. This is kind of neat. You guys got to see this. For the evening ambiance, what do you have here? Oh, check this out. Whoops. How's that? Look at that. How nice is that? Indirect lighting. At nighttime, this makes this place so bright in here. Give you a bit of an idea what it looks like at night in here. We put these on for a nightlight last night, left them on all night, and they were so bright that I'm glad I can dim them down. There's a dimmable feature. You look at this corner over here, it looks like there's an actual light on under here because everything is so lit up now by these lights. And you can dim them. There's 4 dimming settings. Where are they here? Oh, how do I do it? There you go. There you go. There you go. You can actually see them flickering on the camera. Isn't that funny? Yeah. Brighter, brighter, brightest. They don't flicker on the brightest. You dim them down. By eye, they don't look like they're flickering, but they do on camera. That's weird. But anyways, guys, here you go. Starting to look like a cabin kitchen to me. She agrees.
Oh, it's gorgeous.
Anyway, monsoon season is here. Another rain event coming this week. Or actually today. It's raining right now. We're kind of turn those off. Whoops. There we go. We're going to get out of here in a couple minutes. We got to take the ATV out of here again and stuff. We got to cover everything because the mud off the tires flies up and lands on everything in the trailer. We learned that the hard way. So. But anyways, yeah, these door handles too. How nice are those? On those beautiful little handle. Drove all the way to Fredericton to get those. They're old. They are out of an old, and even we put them on the drawers down here too, you can see. They are out of an old cottage that was actually torn down in Miramichi, New Brunswick. So that's kind of neat to know the history behind them. We got like 25 of them, so I got all kinds. But anyway, it's gonna look some sweet. Get here next week, mount all these doors on, and it's actually looking like a kitchen. I gotta get the water hooked up. I've got a brand new pump again for under the camp, the actual boost pump that keeps the water pressure going. The last one, the pressure switch went. They sent me a new one under warranty. So anyways, from Cynthia and I at the cabin. Live simple, remain grateful. We'll talk to you guys very soon.